Hunters podcast. We're out here in what they call the desert out here in Colorado. We were shooting some arrows earlier. We were trying to make a video. I don't know if we're going to actually be able to finish that video, so we might have to kind of do a remake it, but that's all right because we were both, or I was feeling a little off anyway, so I was like, I don't know how good this video is going to become. Plus, I was losing, so I kind of want to do a video, to be honest with you. But anyway, so we're going to try to do a quick podcast here and kind of talk about what we're doing and hanging out and having fun. Guys, thanks for joining us with the podcast today. We love doing these ones, just because they're different. We try to make them a little more entertaining and try to show a little bit of action. With that said, I got Joe off to my left here. Joe, how you doing today?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I like the cowboy hat. I like the get up.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're looking good. So yeah, I guess kick it off. Like, how were you feeling with the bow today?
I was feeling pretty good. It's the first time I've actually taken the bow out to 30 and 40 yards, and I think my 40-yard pin needs a little bit of work, but I was doing pretty good at the other 20 up to 30.
I was doing horrible, so I don't want to really talk about mine too much. I think the wind really did have a little bit to do with it, but it's hard to make that argument when Joe's hitting the bag and I'm missing the bag, so I don't know. We'll see. But I got a little bit of work to do. I haven't been shooting the bow that much, so I think that's part of it, not getting the repetitions in. So, yeah, it is what it is. But we knew that we might be fighting the weather, and so... well, actually, I was kind of in hopes that we weren't going to fight the weather.
Right.
But we did debate on going turkey hunting this morning or doing what we're doing here, and we kind of leaned on doing a little video for the podcast and or video for the YouTube channel, I should say, and then make a podcast right after. So that's why we're out here doing this and not really turkey hunting. And I guess not really time constraints, but kind of time constraints. Just been.
Right.
Been a little bit crazy, so we knew that it was going to be hard to get out in the country and go look for turkeys. So with that said, we're just out here having fun, and have my boy with me. He's actually in the truck hanging out, being quiet, I guess. But he was out here shooting and having fun too. So yeah, so we're just out here enjoying the weather. I don't really know where to go now.
But no. Yeah, so just out shooting bows, like Eric's saying. I'm getting the feel for it. I mean, we kind of been bringing it up, I guess, off and on over the last little bit, but, in a weird way, elk or archery season, whatever it is, more than likely it's archery elk for us. But it's almost right around the corner. We're in April, so April, May, June, July, August. That's only 4 months away.
4 months away, yeah. Yeah, and then it's crunch time for an elk. So
yeah,
we got a little bit of work to do. I know I gotta get out there and get the repetitions in, especially with my new bow because I don't really know it that well yet. So definitely gotta start putting the work in. But your arrows though, they're hitting pretty hard though. I mean. Seems like you've been, the 30-yard pin, which might have been the wind actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, no. But his 30-yard pin, I mean, he hit the center. He hit the.
Yeah, that last one in the wind though, I was trying to compensate for the wind.
Were you a little bit?
Yeah,
probably being easy on me. I was trying to compensate for the wind too, and I totally missed the target. So I guess my compensation's not as good as your compensation.
Or I should say my bow just shoots well enough that I don't need to compensate for it.
Oh, there you go. That's probably what it is. So, yeah, I mean, well, what else? I mean, I guess we do have some elk hunting coming up. It's 4 months away, but it's one of those things that if you don't start getting ready for it now.
And that's kind of why I brought it up, because like we said it before, but just getting used to the timing of the archery season. I'll probably say it for years but the rifle season, being always in October, you always feel like it's such a long ways away till October, and then switching over into archery, and being in in August, September, somewhere in there is usually when the seasons are. And it's still, so I'm just, I guess, bringing it up just to keep it in the forefront, to keep that thought to come and continue getting ready for the archery season.
Yeah, it's really easy to, be plugging away and then go, oh shoot, it's elk season's tomorrow. Opener is tomorrow. That's one opener you don't want to miss. So.
And then it's a little different prep too. I mean, sorry for those that have been listening, but again, if we sound like we're beating a dead horse, but I'm trying to get my mind frame changed, and so I feel like I bring it up more than I probably should. But it's just more trying to get me ready mentally for the season, and but you can't just pull the bow out day before and feel confident in your equipment. Whereas rifle season, I don't know how many years it was like maybe the week before, or maybe not even the week before, the night before, just pull the gun out and make sure there was nothing drastically wrong with it and go hunting the next day.
Yeah, that sense of confidence, which it's kind of bit a lot of people in the butt with rifle season. To clarify, with rifle season, I know I'm guilty of it, man, where rifle season just pops up and you're like, oh man, I gotta figure out a way to go get my rifle sighted in. So I've done it where there was, I'm like, well, last year I was hitting right on, so I'm gonna roll with it, and luckily I think most of those seasons I never came across anything, so I never actually shot. But it, yeah, I mean, that's something that I think I'm trying to get better about, and trying to take hunting in general a little more serious, and try to be more prepared, whether I'm rifle hunting or bow hunting. But bow hunting is one of those things that I think really, the one reason I like it is because it is kind of, it should be anyways. I mean, I know we haven't been the greatest about getting out and target practicing, but it should be kind of one of those things that you try to practice once a week, or especially the closer you get to that archery season, be practicing and trying to dial in your stuff. And I feel like, so this is my second year, to bring this up, this is my second year of of archery hunting, and so there is a sense of a little bit of complacency, if you will, that I'm like, I worked so hard last year and I was shooting all the time and I got, decent or whatever. Now it's my second year and it's like, I'm pretty good at shooting the bow or whatever. And then like today, we haven't shot our bow since like last month or something like that, when I was with Joe again on that podcast. And today I noticed, because the wind was kind of a factor, but at the same time, I should have been at least hitting my target. I missed two of them, so and we didn't even get a finish, so I might have missed even more if we would have kept going. So what I'm trying to get at is I think, practice, and it's something that, even though that we have this podcast and we have this channel and we're trying to, be all about hunting all the time, it can even kind of get the best of us and we kind of push away. So for other people out there that, maybe likes listening to hunting podcasts but doesn't think about hunting all the time, I think it's a good idea to maybe make some time for yourself once a week or something like that, to just fling a few arrows whenever you can, because you just don't want to go out there unprepared and make a bad shot. And I mean, bad shots happen anyway, but right. I mean, it's something that you don't want to just go, oh well, it's something that you really want to, you just hope that you never have a bad shot, or most people should be thinking that way anyway.
Right. So with that being said, and being that it's turkey season, do you prep for your turkey hunt like you prep for your elk hunt?
Absolutely not. Yeah, absolutely not. And I don't know why this year has been such a weird year with turkey hunting. I know on my personal life I've had a lot of stuff going on that's kind of a factor, and so I know that that's probably part of it. But but yeah, I'm definitely not taking turkey season as serious as I do elk season, and I hope that I change that though. If I'm being honest with myself and honest with you guys, I hope in the future I change that, and I'm just as excited for turkey as I am any other thing. But I definitely don't prep the same way. I started thinking about it last weekend, as a matter of fact, and I want to say that I cleaned my shotgun after I used it last year and made sure I put it away okay. But I started thinking to myself, and I go, you know what? I don't know if I did, and it kind of bothered me a little bit because I'm like, I don't know if I did the correct maintenance on it. The other thing that just making sure everything's oiled and everything on my shotgun, you know. Actually, I'll kind of tell the whole story. So, my shotgun, which I don't know if it's a problem, I don't know if it's a turkey load thing because I never noticed it with the regular bird shot. But my turkey load, so I shot my turkey load last weekend, and my turkey load got stuck in my shotgun, and so I had to pry it out or whatever, and which is, well, it is kind of a big deal, but it whatever, I got it out, but I was like, well, maybe it's because my gun wasn't oiled up enough inside the barrel or something. Maybe that's why it's happening. But I noticed with these turkey loads, and I even changed the size. I went from 3-inch to 2 3/4, thinking that was the problem. But that was what I shot, was a 2 3/4, and it still got stuck in my chamber. So after I shot, so I'm like, well, I don't know what's going on. The only thing I can figure is it's turkey load, and it does something different whenever I pull the trigger. Maybe there's something wrong with my shotgun that I'm not aware of, or I just didn't oil it up enough. And so it's something that I need to look into and investigate. But yeah, so that's kind of, I don't know. I think your question was is if I take it as serious, and then I
No,
ended
just
up on
more
that.
prep, I guess, time. Like,
Yeah.
This year for me, moving out here to Colorado, it kind of, it's been trying to timing of everything, and as far as having a turkey tag or not. I almost went and bought a Utah turkey tag, and just was gonna try to get a couple weekends back over in Utah, but I'm not a Utah resident technically anymore, and if I bought a Utah tag, I think it would mess up my
Being in state,
being
out of state.
so, and that's where it gets kind of tricky, because I can still I hate talking about it on the podcast because I don't know, I shouldn't say hate, but I don't know what the rules are. Well, the rules read that I have to be a Colorado resident for 6 months to claim residency. But or if I've claimed residency in another state within 6 months, I can't claim residency in Colorado. So I can still hunt Utah as long as I don't claim Colorado as a resident. But I'm waiting on since I purchased my draw tags in Utah as a resident back before I made the move, that I don't want to jeopardize. So if I don't draw out for Utah, my timing should be enough that I can put in, or I can grab whatever over the counter tags I can in Colorado. So I've been kind of waiting to see how my draw comes out, and if I knew I wasn't going to be hunting Utah, I'd probably just buy a Utah tag as a resident, so that way I don't screw up my chances of hunting in Colorado as a resident if I don't draw a Utah tag, if that all makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it does. It does. I know what you're saying. Yeah. I know. It's complicated, but I do know what you're saying. So, you're saying basically if you don't end up drawing for big game in Utah, then you want to be able to get your over the counter in Colorado this year
as a Colorado resident.
Yep. So, yeah, I definitely see what you're saying. So, yeah, and I guess with that said, like only Turkey or Joe will probably just be kind of doing the scouting thing, which I think we said on the last
Yeah.
podcast. But he'll probably just be for turkey season. He'll probably be just doing scouting for me and trying to help me out there. So, well, it is what it is. But we're also going to try to make some content around turkey hunting too, and that's another reason why. That's another reason why we didn't do a turkey hunt today, was because I just think we were like, well, let's just try to make a little competition video, shoot at the target, see who gets the closest. Which I thought like we'd be closer. Like whenever I was like playing this in my head, I'm like, oh, you know, we'll both be like right around the target. It'd just be like who's closer by an inch or so. And I've been shooting so bad today, it's not even close. I mean, Joe's just killing me. So, anyways, thanks to the weather, you know, good Lord looks out for me in some mysterious ways. We're not gonna finish
Always
that
an
video.
Excuse.
Yep.
Always an excuse.
But we're not gonna finish that video, and maybe we'll just start it completely over another time and go from there. So, yeah. With that said, is there you got much more topics or much more topics? Is that a way to put that?
Any other rabbit holes to go down to in the hunting shack today?
Yeah. Welcome to the hunt shack, by the way, guys.
You know, I don't think I really have that much more or anything to really go down. Kind of went over it, you know, a little bit before, just mentally preparing for the elk season coming up, because again, it's right around the corner more or less. I know it's 4 months away, but those months are going to fly by once summer hits. But yeah, I really don't have anything more. You?
No, I think that pretty much hits it. You know, I think we will be rounding around. I mean, we still got a lot of turkey hunting, but I think in the future, since we're together now, since Joe's my neighbor,
We
basically,
are officially together.
Yes, we are officially together. Not officially, but officially. If you know what.
What do you mean, Eric?
Yeah. Look, man, that one time in '99, and you haven't let no.
But yeah, we are roughly living 2 miles in between us right now.
We should try to dial it in and see exactly what that is. If it is like, I know it's right around 2 miles, but anyway, it might be a hair over. But yeah, we're basically neighbors now. So with that said, we're gonna be doing a lot more YouTube videos and having, you know, more fun that way. I mean, you could tell even today, I think being together, like we have, you know, it's just a little more exciting of a podcast. And I mean, this one we're kind of putting together last minute and just talking about our day and stuff. But I really think that the channel's gonna get it's gonna be a little more entertaining and a lot more fun. And we're gonna make a lot more videos, hopefully. And matter of fact, we had a little business meeting, and that's what we talked about. So, yeah, I mean, trying to be way too transparency here, but I guess that's the important thing is I'm trying to, you know, it's really hard whenever you're getting filmed and stuff sometimes, or whenever you think about the camera. But I'm really trying to work on just being completely open and authentic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And for some reason, anybody that's ever made a video, you know what the feeling is. You hit that record button and you.
You're not so cool anymore.
You're not so cool anymore. So, do you want to go ahead and get us out of here,
Yeah,
Joe? I think
we'll
I'm just
get out of here
on.
and get back to our little friendly competition that Eric wants to put behind us for some reason. But thanks for watching, guys. We appreciate your time. Hopefully, you found some value in your time and you know, didn't feel too much of a waste. So go ahead, feel free to like, subscribe, and tell a friend. And hopefully we don't, it ain't too much of a waste of time for you, but we really do appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you guys again. Have a good one. Be safe.
Later, guys.